here are 2 more messages sent to me, well, one from Skip and one from Zoxim. You know, Skip is just, you know, continues to be extremely respectful, just like he's been the entire time. I mean, you can hear the sarcasm, right? I don't have to explain that. And then here's this. You know, they literally, I have designated all of their previous messages as spam and deleted them, and they have just in this afternoon already created new email addresses to write to me again. So let's see what Skip has to say. Let's discuss this over dinner at the Chili's near your apartment complex, not over the internet, or you can send me a private message at YouTube with your phone number so I can call you at my earliest convenience. You said, oh, this one's from Zoxim. You said I gave Robert Pattinson the code name Dig. You created the code. Then the conglomerate does not create the code. There are some things that I have, like some code that I've created and tried to use in a positive way. Most of it has been created by the conglomerate. And actually what the conglomerate has done a lot is take things, take words, phrases, you name it, whatever it is. They'll take things from what I've written and turn them into code, and perverted them to use them the way that they want to use them. That's happened right since the very beginning. But there's nothing I can do to stop them from creating code. You know, they seem to be totally incapable of thinking of anything original whatsoever. What happened in 2010 that caused you to start creating code? You know, that is an interesting question. Not that I want to encourage you to write to me, because I don't. But you keep questioning all this stuff when you of course know that you're a total liar, and the only reason you're writing to me is to get attention. But this is a question, at least. And I can guess probably a lot of people are wondering about this question. It was something that code, the word code is something that I gave to the habit that a lot of celebrities seem to have of writing about all sorts of other people whose names they used in place of the people they were actually talking about. So I never really thought it was such a great thing for them to be doing. The media started doing kind of the same type thing, using actual news stories as code to do all sorts of things, degrade me, degrade women, promote child molestation, all that sort of thing. When I started to create code in just very specific situations, it was to protect people's privacy. That was it. You know, and that was kind of the only motivation I could think of for why various, you know, celebrities were using, and I suppose other types of people were using other people's entire names as code for like situations that had nothing to do with those people, which I thought was, you know, just not a very nice thing to do. I thought they were maybe doing it to protect their privacy, but now I having spent, you know, years having to deal with them, I know it's because they couldn't care less about what they say about anybody at all. They couldn't care less. You know, and the conglomerate media couldn't care less about the false information it gives out all the time, the skewed information, the confusing things it does and says. You know, and everyone in the conglomerate does the same thing. They are without a doubt the most irresponsible people I have ever seen in my life. I have never ever seen people as irresponsible as these people. They just don't care about the consequences of their actions ever. They couldn't care less whom they hurt. They couldn't care less about the damaging things that they do. They just couldn't care less. So I know you asked me this question so that you could try to like make it seem like I don't have anything to say that's of any positive value whatsoever. But I've already told you, don't write to me, right? And since you asked me the question, that's the answer to your question.